In Kobani, the first reinforcements to back up the Kurdish fighters in this strategic city, they just arrived. And they are not the troops that we are expecting, the Peshmerga fighters from Iraq. So who are they? Let's go straight to our Nick Payton-Walsh on the border between Turkey and Syria. Nick, who's there?
Well, as for so many things in the Syria conflict, when help does finally arrive, it tends to be a surprise and unexpected, certainly, and this town has badly needed it for weeks. What they got this morning at dawn, it seems, according to the Syrian rebel commander leading a force of Syrian rebels, was members of the Free Syrian Army turning up, potentially, according to their commander, 200, although that seems to be a lot more than the Kurdish fighter we spoke to inside said he saw. They entered drip with medium to light weapons, and since dawn there have been heavy clashes behind me. Been looking in the binoculars here and been seeing a lot of activity to the west of the city where the Kurds are normally present. Now, this is key because, as you say, they were expecting this morning or last night, perhaps during today, the Peshmerga to arrive. That's Iraqi Kurdish fighters. Their arrival would have been an act of kind of Kurdish brotherhood, if you like, coming to the rescue of Syrian Kurds here inside Kobani. They're still en route. They've got possibly 38, maybe more vehicles on land travelling through Turkey towards here, and they've got over 100 individuals who seem to have flown into Urfa airport here in southern Turkey and are now in minibuses headed this way as well. They'll join up and head in later on today, but the surprise those Syrian Kurds defending Kobani got at dawn this morning was the first help that came was Syrian rebels, and that's something, in fact, the Turkish government has been pushing, not something the Syrian Kurds were desperately keen to embrace early on, and I think it's possibly the reason why we're hearing such heavy fighting behind me now. John?
They're getting help then inside Kobani, and again, this shows a level of solidarity that did not necessarily exist before between the Kurdish fighters in that city and the overall Syrian opposition movement. Isn't that so, Nick?
Well, we have seen Syrian rebels fighting alongside the Syrian Kurds inside there in the past few weeks. I think the issue was that Turkey have tried to take control of who came to the rescue of Kobani. They said, well, let's send the Peshmerga in because they consider those Iraqi Kurds friendly to their political goals. They also said, let's send Syrian rebels in because they wanted to make sure that whoever wins there, if it's the Syrian Kurds, doesn't feel they control the city outright, because Turkey doesn't want those Kurds to have their independence ambitions too easily recognised. It's got messy, but finally this morning reinforcements have arrived, not the ones expected, and heavy fighting is going on behind me.
The reinforcement, that may be the key issue for the people inside Kobani. Nick Payton-Walsh, thanks so much.